Gifts Beauty, please visit windrushbay.com.
Banging, where do you go? Don't you need my love? When are you going to let us play? When are you going to come my way?
Windrush Bay, it's all yours, respectfully. Sister Kalonji, say that.
Girl, gonna make you mine. I'm gonna take you right.
Bacchanal Radio.
When you pour a bottle of Cremanti rum, you connect not only to the people around you, but to the people who walk the path before you. Cremanti Fine Rum is a rum that balances mellow sweetness with infusions of nutmeg, cinnamon and tamarind to create an unforgettable experience. Cremanti Fine Rum, botanically infused with Caribbean herbs and spices. Cremanti Rum. Find us on Instagram.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Caribbean powerhouse is rocking. Bacchanal Radio.
The road is ready. So I know the Martin J. We do it. Yeah. 12 parts straight. 3 days before the fetting done. I can't believe Martin J done and drink all of the rum, all on the face. Yet I want the dripping down, could barely see. Boy, I'm trying to find Martin J on the line. Be so far behind this time, I set in pace. Oh, there we jam in the place. You look on the hand, Prince of Soca the land, a woman in front away, and we ain't got no shade. The challenge Martin J. Tell he can't survive the weekend, boy. But now he accepted. See, up and down in the street, them, boy. Martin J. You see him, Martin J. Big Papi Day, you know Big Papi Day. Challenging you, Martin J. Yo, the Prince of Soca. Hey, in every fed. From sun up till sun goes down, they know me name. Been doing this thing from young, ease on the pace. Today I'm slowing down, come challenge me. Boy, I'm trying to find my crew on the line. They so far behind this time, I set in pace. Oh, they are pelting ways, yeah. You look on the hand, it's every response, a woman in front of me. Lord, but now he accepted. See, up and down in the street, them, boy. Martin J, you singing Martin J. Big Papi Day, you know Big Papi Day. Challenging you, Martin J. Yo, the Prince of Soca. Hey. Tell them no right. My team coming. Tell them no right.
And real life, standing on protocol already established. Phil. Backyard. I'm here to address the mass players, the mass people. Good morning, good evening, thanks for tuning in this briefing, or good night. According to where you're viewing, what's brewing, mass, nobody does say nothing since last year. Big barrel oil, they waiting. We want to play mass, what they want us with mass. We want to play jazz, what they want us with mass. We come to play mass, what they want us with mass. We come to play jazz, what they want us with mass. All we want is a little jump, all we want is we want to free up. Just like an hill, we can't stop. Adrenaline rushing non-stop. We breathing the stage and one jump. We want to free up. We missing the bright lights and fog when the confetti fall on us. Hey, all my party people, how are you feeling? Tell me over. We want to fight. That's how we feeling. What are we doing that? And they say no gathering. Just so we pressure gone up. Look the place back on lockdown. Good morning, good evening. Thanks for tuning in this briefing. Or good night. Good night. According to where you're viewing, what's brewing. Mass, nobody does saying nothing since last year. To big barrel oil, they waiting. We want to play mass. What they want to swim mass. We want to play jam. What they want to swim mass. We come to play mass. What they want to swim mass. We come to play jam. What they want to swim mass. This is where we will take some questions. We want to free up. You feel we will get a carnival. The way things going, it looking bad. Just tell us the truth and do unbluff. We want to free up. We missing the bright lights on fog. And when the confetti fall on us, if I give you some freedom, will all you behave? Yes, I don't want this to be something I will regret. Then I'll think about it and get back to y'all by weekend. Just so we pressure gone up. Look the place back on lockdown. Good morning, good evening. Thanks for tuning in this briefing. Or good night. According to where you're viewing, what's brewing. Nobody does saying nothing since last year. To big barrel oil, they waiting. We want to play mass. What they want to swim mass. We want to play jam. What they want to swim mass. We come to play mass. What they want to swim mass. We come to play jam. What they want to swim mass. All we need is up. We want to play. What they want to swim.
Back in our radio on this Friday afternoon. Good evening.
We want to play.
The daytime is going to confuse me.
We want to play mass.
How are you? Hope you're feeling good. Are you ready for the Drivetime Jam? Martin J with you. Right up until 7 o'clock. We got a big one today. Ray is going to be joining us, and also Kes from Kes the Band. An interview with him as well.
Yo, club is the emancipation of slavery. Every hour. Yo. Can't stop, non-stop. Busting all them shatters and shame. Job can still out though. King, you know what I'm saying?
If we want to play a jam in the morning, we could do that. Want to play a mass in the morning, we could do that. If we want to play a jam in the morning, we could do that. Don't tell us that we cannot play mass. Who that?
Today is the day of the job. Today is the day of the job. Today is the day of the job. Today is the day of the job.
Locked down so long, brothers charge going to jail, do nothing wrong. This one is a freedom song. Black from a bun, from a wake up and I hear a jam chant a song. We don't mean to stop the plan, but it's all I like. If we want to play a jam in the morning, we could do that. Want to play a mass in the morning, we could do that. If we want to play a jam in the morning, we could do that. Don't tell us that we cannot play mass. Who that?
Today is the day of the job. 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 Today is the day of the job.
It's called the Day of the Jab on the PM rhythm. That's Jab King and Can't Stop. Back on our radio on a Friday afternoon. How has your week been? Hope you've had a good week. Martin J is here for the Drivetime Jam. We're getting warmed up. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? I'm taking it easy today. Taking it easy.
What is life without carnival? What is life if we can't make a bacchanal? What is life without soca music? Tell me, that really wouldn't make sense at all. No way, trust me, I don't know what I would do without this music. And the girl them whining, happy with the hand in the air and shouting. Carnival is an essential need. It's an essential need. It's an essential need, and I need it essentially. Carnival is an essential need. It's an essential need. It's an essential need, and I need it essentially. Give me a drink from a shot one, and have fun in the hot sun. I'm getting all day, nobody could hold it. Fancy, and I'm going to drink up the liquor. Someone turn up the speaker. The whole place turn over, and I go jump up, and I go wave, and I go wine and misbehave.
so much better with my whole team there. For real.
What you saying? Boy, you can't be serious.
Miss Carnival, you're mad. You're mad. You're mad, mad, mad. I don't know what I would do without this music. And we got them whining. Happy with my hand in the air and jumping. Carnival is an essential need. It's an essential need. It's an essential need. And I need it essentially. Carnival is an essential need. It's an essential need. It's an essential need. And I need it essentially.
Give me a drink from a shot one. And have fun in the hot sun.
I'm getting all day. Nobody could hold it. And I'm gonna drink up the liquor. Someone turn up the speaker. The whole place turn over. And I'm gonna jump up. And I'm gonna wave. And I'm gonna whine and misbehave. And it go feel good. And it go feel good. And it go feel good. Yes, it go feel good. And I'm gonna jump up. And I'm gonna wave. And I'm gonna drink and misbehave. And it go feel good. And it go feel good. And it go feel good. What is life without carnival? What is life if we can't make a bacchanal? I don't know.
What is life without soca music? Tell me, that really wouldn't make sense at all. No, trust me.
I don't know what I would do without this music. And we got them whining. Happy with my hand in the air and jumping. Carnival is an essential need. It's an essential need. It's an essential need. And I need it essentially. Carnival is an essential.
Chris, good evening. Good evening to yourself.
Essential need. And I need it essentially.
No, I'm taking it easy today. Just one Copperberg go do me. One nice, cool Copperberg go do me today because I've work to do. It's going to be a busy, busy weekend and I'm going to tell you all about it. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you switch over to Twitch or YouTube. Facebook will cut you off at some point. Yes, Facebook people. Good evening. How you going? How you going?
Party. My show.
Party.
Turn right over. Party. Burn up.
Party.
Turn right over. Boy, I'm fully drunk, fully twisted, and fully bad.
Music of me behaving like I'm fully mad.
I'm fully happy, fully excited, I'm fully glad. I need rum, mass and party in my life in order to make me happy.
Rum, mass and party.
Boy,
I need friends, drinks and liquor in order to make the bacchanal sweeter. Make the bacchanal sweeter.
oh, as soon as me and my friend them reach, the party flock up, the whole place mash up, everything turn over, the session catch a fire, the party flock up, the whole place mash up, everything turn over, the session catch a fire. That is what I come here for, that is why I come here, that is what I come here for, to mash up party.
That is what I come here for. That is why I come here. As I certified better niceness.
Niceness in the session. I'm feeling irate. Like the vibration to never done.
Alive being of me say.
It's guaranteed when you see me in a party. I'm fully drunk, fully twisted, and fully bad.
Music of me behaving like I'm fully mad.
I'm fully happy, fully excited, I'm fully glad. I need rum, mass and party in my life in order to make me happy.
Rum, mass and party.
Boy,
I need friends, drinks and liquor in order to make the bacchanal sweeter.
as soon as me and my friend them reach, the party flock up, the whole place mash up.
Anytime
Everything
the Drivetime Jam starts, the party mash up.
Fire.
Nena, good evening.
The flock up, the
Dunstan, good evening.
Everything for
Big tunes, walk one.
catch a fire.
Long time, brother, long time.
Come here for. That is what.
Hope you're good, hope you're good.
That is what they come here for.
So Martin J
Push your party.
is taking it easy this week. Why?
That's why I come here as a certified better.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Taking it easy because tomorrow afternoon on Carnival Slayer's YouTube channel, I will be cooking some bus up shot with my wife, Pauline.
Bust up shot, oi.
You can join us. You can take part. You can donate. You can raise money for a great and worthy cause. 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, we're live on Carnival Slayer's YouTube channel. Santi P and Pappy. When I say I'm cooking, I ain't really cooking. Pauline go do the cooking. No. I go cook the curry. Or Pauline making the roti.
Millicent came for carnival. And she went to a bagua down in Pina. When the roti started to share, she began to weep. People staring, but she don't care. She started to sing sweet, sweet. Bust up shot, oi. How I love this thing so. Only I alone know. Now until tomorrow. Give me one to two. Bust up shot, oi. I love soca and roti a lot. How now better. Come give me the hot. Bust up shot, oi. Babuji, speaking in Hindi. Tell Ramdani, go and bring the Latin for me. She came on a holiday, didn't really play. When they had the Latin mango, she started to shout, yeah, bust up shot, oi. How I love this thing so. Only I alone know. Now until tomorrow. Give me who to do. Bust up shot, oi. I love soca and roti a lot. How now later. Come give and the hot. Bust up shot, oi.
Have you ever been in a situation where you got a surprise plan for somebody and you just had to bite your tongue because you're so excited about the response that you will get when you surprise that person? That's me at the moment. That's me at the moment. Baron, bust up shut. That's what we'll be cooking tomorrow. Make sure you hop over to Carnival Slayer's YouTube channel and their IG channel. But you'll probably get a better viewing on the YouTube channel, if I'm honest. We start at 3 o'clock. We cook. Make some bust up shot. I'm gonna be cooking some curry chicken.
Bust up shot. She was asking for.
We're gonna have a nice time. We're gonna raise money. Faith in our destiny. An organization that's come together, a group of UK professionals to raise awareness of money.
She won and and she stand up tall.
to stop
Across the second.
gender-based violence, particularly in Trinidad and Tobago.
Awesome shadow.
The campaign, We Have Not Forgotten You, is to let the sisters of Trinidad and Tobago know that we are with them and we're going to try and effect change. So we're hoping to raise loads and loads of money tomorrow afternoon. Now, some people have said, boy, you're real optimistic. But my plan, if we raise £750 tomorrow afternoon, I will sing a Sparrow song. If we raise £1,000 tomorrow, I've been told that it would look good if I was to sing a female soca song. So I've chosen Destra as my artist. I will sing a Destra song if we raise £1,000 tomorrow. So make sure you join me, all right?
Yeah, I go bring my friends and you bring your friends and we friends will all lie together.
Lyman,
Michelle,
this happy Friday.
Yeah, jam. We go tiggy licky, tiggy licky, tiggy licky. This red vibes and we beat in iron right here in the back. Yeah, jam. Hey, go shut in the kitchen, grab a pot and then start beating. You hear me? Backyard must have an announcer, someone who will keep the order to give you house rules and safety tips. So when you wind down low, you wouldn't break your hip. We don't need no big promoter. The members go be responsible. So when you see the police, tell them come get something to eat right now in the back. Yeah, jam. We go tingy licky, tingy licky, tingy licky. This red vibes and we beat in iron right here in the back. Yeah, jam. Hey, go shut in the kitchen, grab a pot and then start beating your head. Well, every yard must have a whiner, hard girl to show off she bumper. Who will go down, start wine and roll it like Alice in Hine. We don't need no big promoter. The members go be responsible. Hey, when you see the police, tell them we not mashing up the street, we are in the back. Yeah, jam. We go tingy licky, tingy licky, tingy licky. This red vibes and we beat in iron right here in the back. Yeah, jam. Hey, go straight in the kitchen, grab a pot and then start beating your head. Level. Alright, the back are making their own rhythm section. Alright, section 1, here one way to sing for me. Sing this.
Let me go.
Ping, 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 pa-ting. Ping, ping. Nice.
I like it.
Section 2, join in with this one. Hey. Nice. Section 3, the sweet. This are the sections. Yeah, what you singing? Nice. Oh, you're something good. Hey, let me jam. I go bring my friends and you bring your friends and we friends will all line together. Just decide who comes with lining in. This place are real vibe right here in the back. Yeah, jam.
It's the Drivetime Jam here on Bacchanal Radio. That's Farmer Nappy.
Right in the right here in the back. Yeah.
Good evening to all those that are logged on to Facebook. What's going on? Hello. Just remember that Facebook may lock you off, all right?
This ain't no carnival.
So if you are on Facebook, hop over to Twitch. Martin J's Twitch account.
They can't keep me locked down too long.
Just search for DJ Martin J.
We're right in the backyard.
Or you can hover to Bacchanal Radio's YouTube account.
Come on again. If the police come, get them something to eat.
Give them something to eat. Big Jam. Friday night, the Drivetime Jam. We're rocking.
The spirit is standing.
Now, before we talk to Kes, just after 6 o'clock, I'm going to be talking to a young lady by the name of Rae. She's got a couple of beautiful songs out. And we're going to be linking up with her real soon here on Bacchanal Radio. So stand by for that.
Soca music is magic. Oh. And when you get in the wine to this rhythm. Oh. And we done hype up already. Come there, girl. Give me flex. flex when I hold on to you. Give me flex cause I want that from you. You make me say right there, girl. Time for me to get physical. Oh yeah, big people back and all. Run a button in the air, watch everything up in the air, I be the girl. In the air, baby, yeah. Soca music is magic. Oh, and when you get in your mind to this rhythm. Oh, come with a knife up already. So baby, come here, girl. Ride on me cause I'm back and I'll turn me on when you're like that, girl. You know, come here, girl. You got the body of the century, baby. I hope you're ready for the entry, baby. Oh, yeah. You made me say right there, girl. Time for we to get physical. Oh yeah, big people back and all. Run a bottle in the air. Put everything up in the air, I be the girl. In the air, baby, yeah. Soca music is magic. Oh, and when you get in your mind to this rhythm. Oh. Crack a buckle in the air right now. Show me pressure when you're whining on someday. Crack a buckle in the air right now. We are whining on someday. Show me structure, give me more. I be waiting now you go. How you wind up when you drop? We are whining. You make me say right there, girl. Time for you to get physical. Oh, big people back and all.
Simbali is his name. Big People Bacchanal is the name of the song. 5:27 on Bacchanal Radio. It's a Friday evening. You know we like it nice on a Friday evening. Very soon we talk to this young lady.
It's Rae, yeah. Cause she can't bubble like me. Can't give you love like me. Tick tock on it like me, yeah. I don't mean to be rude enough, but I see how she do ya. And her best ain't good enough. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but if we could ever trade places, none of this would be what the case is. No. Cause if it was me, I could show you what you've been missing. Baby, I guarantee everything you need, boy. You don't wanna tell me twice. It's yours any way you like it. Keep that good firm and tight, yeah. Just so you know, anything she can do, I can do it too, and I do it better. That better. I'm not ashamed to prove to you. If you want me to, I'll do better. That better. She can't bubble like me. Can't get you up like me. Tick up on the hook like me. She can't bubble like me. Can't back it up like me. Can't get you up like me. She don't make you priority. Let up see I neglect you. Boy, I'll always give all of me, yeah. Baby, just let me serve you. Truth is, she don't deserve you. And a queen ain't gonna ever desert you. Cause if it was me, I could show you what you've been missing. Baby, I guarantee everything you need, boy. You don't wanna tell me twice. It's yours any way you like it. Keep that good firm and tight, yeah. Just so you know, anything she can do, I can do it too, and I do it better. That better. I'm not ashamed to prove to you. If you want me to, I'll do better. That better. She can't bubble like me. Can't get you up like me. Tick up on the hook like me. She can't bubble like me. Can't back it up like me. Tick up on the hook like me.
You're listening to Bacchanal Radio.
Soca do it. I was Soca. It's Rae. Soca do it. Soca do it. I was Soca do it. One set of people in the streets and they turn in the place up. Turn
is soca does do to it.
How we get to know, finding out that what soca does do to it.
Freedom on the road, we know that what is soca does do to it.
See the rhythm in we waist, like what soca does do to it.
Soca does do to it.
It's time to turn the place up.
If you're sitting raise up, no time to get nervous.
Soca so contagious.
When we start to raise us, them know them can't take us. We friends so outrageous. It's soca make us. Boy, oh, yo. No matter where you're coming from, you know soca does unite with. Unite with. Cause it's the mood, it's a different attitude. You can fight it. No, you can fight it.
You're so free, all we have done up. Time we start to warm up. On the road we jamming non-stop. Nothing to take, we so high. Strangers and our family. Loved ones always our part away. Full of pride, full of our energy. That's what it's soca does do to it. How we get to know, finding out that what soca does do to it.
Freedom on the road, we know that what is soca does do to it.
We see the rhythm in we waist. That's what soca does do to it.
Soca does do to it.
It's time to turn the place up.
If you're sitting raise up, no time to get nervous.
Soca so contagious.
When we start to raise us, them know them can't take us. We friends so outrageous. It's soca make us. Boy, yo, yo. Soca make us. Soca make us. Soca make us.
The name of this song is Soca Make Us on the Tamarind Rhythm. College Boy and College Boy Jesse and Ray together.
How we get to know, finding out that what soca.
And before that, we played Ray's song on the Femme Fury Rhythm. Here is Ray, looking absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Good afternoon to you, where you are in the United States of America. Welcome to Bacchanal Radio. Welcome to London, and welcome to the Drivetime Jam. How are you?
I am fine. How are you doing? Thank you so much for having me. I guess it's good night for you, or good evening.
Hang on, I'm getting a bit. We're going to get this sorted. Hang on a second.
No problem.
Now that I know what I'm doing, we'll get this sorted, all right? Ray is here. Right, hopefully, if I click that button. Right, hang on, I'm getting a bit. Are you good now? Talk to me now, Ray. We're going to get this sorted. Hang on a second.
No problem. Okay, I'm hearing.
I know what I'm doing.
Like a repeat.
Right, Ray is here. Right, hopefully, if I click that button. Right, hang on, I'm getting a bit. Are you good now?
Yeah,
no.
I think we're good now.
We're going to get this sorted. Hang on a second. It's still coming back to me.
I'm hearing.
I know what I'm doing.
Like a repeat.
Right, Ray is here.
Oh, actually, no, it's not good now. Like I'm hearing myself after I answer you.
Right, I'm going to. Are you good now?
Yeah, no. I think we're good now.
We're going to get this sorted. Hang on a second. It's still coming back to me. I know what I'm doing.
Like a repeat.
Right, Ray is here.
Oh, actually, no, it's not good now. Like I'm hearing.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song and I'm going to get this sorted because obviously we can't have a conversation like that. So apologies to Ray, but we're going to get it sorted. Stand by.
Stronger, we better together. Stronger, we better together. Stronger, we better together. Stronger, we better. Going stronger. Oh, we're better together. Hands in the air together. Tell them we're better together. Be stronger, stronger, stronger. Come on, we do this together. Tell them we're strong together. Tell them we're better together. And all I really need is my family and nothing could need us. My friend them would just support me, and my neighbors who help to grow me. Oh Lord, once they supporting me, and music take a hold of me. And they care in unity, so nothing could ever topple we know. Can you feel it now? Cause all we need is love. We're there with you, there with you. Can you feel it now? Cause all we need is love. We're there with you, there with you. Stronger, oh, we're better together. Hands in the air together, 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 together. We're stronger, stronger, stronger. Come on, we do
strong together. Tell them we better together. Join us with your brother right now. Cause all we really need is love. No, we don't want no. We know divided we fall. So join us, and then we live together. We'll be stronger. So can you feel it now? Cause all we need is love. We're there with you. Can you feel it now? Cause all we need is love. We're there with you. Stronger. We're better together. Hands in the air together. We're better together. Stronger. Come let me do this together. Tell them we're strong together. Tell them we're better together. Stronger, 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 better together.
Vaughn and Cray better together on the Cabana rhythm. So let's try this again. No, there it is. It's still coming back to me. I don't know why that is. That is very, very annoying. Ray, hang on there. Don't worry, darling.
No problem.
Sorted. After all these weeks of doing live interviews, you would have thought I got it right by now, wouldn't you?
Let me wine on you. Yeah, I'm catching fever, running on you. Don't wear your body and coiling, girl. I'm not toying with you. I'm a believer, receiver, taking from you. Here's what I wanna do, girl. Let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back and let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Bend down and touch your toe. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back and let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Catching feelings me up in the mood. Yeah. I don't care if anybody watching us. Oh yeah. Cause it's feeling so good. Yeah. When I wine on you, girl, let me wine on you. Yeah. When you back it up, it's fantastic. So me a sing the Titanic in your Atlantic. Oceans and the waves gigantic. Body setting on the beach still romantic. Sweat dripping from your head to your toes. Every breath, what you gonna do? Come closer, push a little more. Bend your way, put on a show, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Push back, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Bend down and touch your toe. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Catching feelings way up in the mood. Yeah, and that's why everybody can find us. Yeah, cause it's feeling so cool. Yeah, when I wine on you, girl, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. And let me wine on you. Push back, let me wine on you. And let me wine on you. Bend down and touch your toe. Girl, let me wine on you. Girl, let me wine on you. Let me wine on you.
You're listening to Back at Now Radio.
Yo, Steven, time to rock this place. Time to rock it. Time to rock it. Time to rock it. Give me that rhythm and bass, yeah. Time to rock this place, yeah. Snare and the kick on stage, yeah. So ready up for the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and bass. We go rock this rhythm and bass, the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and kick rhythm and bass, the rhythm and we go rock this. Something to make you feel the sweet.
like a gentle breeze upon a sail. And when happiness intensifies, it waves and let you move and shine. So give me that rhythm and bass, yeah. Time to rock this place, yeah. Snare and the kick on stage, so it's time to rock this, time to rock it. Every girl walk up that place, so show me you in frame, no. You want brave, so just ready up for the rhythm and bass, rhythm and give me rhythm and bass, rhythm and sweet rhythm and bass, rhythm and we go rock this rhythm and bass, rhythm and give me rhythm and bass, rhythm and sweet rhythm and bass, rhythm and we go rock this, we go rock until the morning come, cause you know what we just do. And man sticking to girl bumper, you go sweat a bit of it blue, hey. My temperature rising, but I promise it's not the flu symptoms. When you start to whine, so I sanitize, cause I have to touch you. Give me that rhythm and bass, yeah. Time to rock this place, yeah. Snare and the kick on stage, so it's time to rock this, time to rock it. Every girl walk up that place, so show me you in free, no. Caribbean we on stage, so just ready up for the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and bass, the rhythm and we go rock this rhythm and bass, the rhythm and give me rhythm and bass, the rhythm and sweet rhythm and bass, the rhythm and we go rock this. All I really need is a little soca healing, a little bit of relief from these dark times. Oh, all I really need is a little soca healing, a little bit of relief. Oh, give me a rhythm and bass.
3D Rhythm and Bass here on Bacchanal Radio. It's the Drivetime Jam with Martin J. Now we do have Ray in the studio. We've got a feedback issue at the moment which we're trying to fix, and I don't want to rush to try and bring her on without it being perfect. So give us a few minutes to sort it out, and then we'll get Ray on, because I have been looking forward to talking to her ever since I was told that she was coming on this show. I've been looking forward to talking to her, so I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to make sure that we get it right before we bring her on there, okay? Got some great tunes out, and is definitely going to be a big name in soca music. Now, just to remind you that tomorrow, myself and Tanti P, we're doing the bus up making session live on YouTube. It's to raise money for charity. If we get to £750, I will sing a Sparrow song. If we get to £1,000, because somebody said, "Now, boy Martin, everybody expecting you to sing a old Kaiso, that is easy. You had to sing a young people's thing. You had to sing a woman song."
Lucy. Queen of Bacchanal. I grew up as a real good girl.
So I'm going to sing a Destra song.
Don't go nowhere.
Not necessarily this one.
They introduce the carnival. They say I lose all down on the ground.
But we must get to £1,000 for me to do it.
All over tongue and they say I lose it. Was never a party at my school bazaar I used to go. But since I was introduced to Bacchanal, they say I lose. When I drop it hot and I'm whining on top the speaker box and I'm grinding, and I don't want to stop and they call me Lucy. I looser than Lucy. I'm sweeter than she said. This carnival have me so damn loose. Get loose, how you get loose, get loose, how you get loose, how you loosen your waist, kill them with the pace. There's no place I'd rather be than in a fence, having a time for those who have eyes to see me acting up and whining loose. All down on the ground, walking up the bottom and it's dragging all over town, and they say I lose it. Yeah. I never meant to be this way. See Bacchanal inside of me. When I come on a stage, get in a bag, you know I lose. When I drop it hot and I'm whining on top the speaker box and I'm grinding, and I don't want to stop and they call me Lucy. But I looser than Lucy. I'm sweeter than she said. This carnival have me so damn loose. Get loose, how you get loose, how you get loose, how you loosen your waist, kill them with the pace. Now show me your softness, show me your wet and practice. Lucy is a carnivalist, and that is why I behave so loose. real good girl, always home, don't go nowhere. As soon as I was introduced to Carnival, they say I lose all down on the ground. Walking up my bottom and it dragging all over tongue, and they say I lose it. I lose it, I'm sweeter than. She say this Carnival harvest, so damn loose. Get loose, how ya? Get loose, how ya? Get loose, how ya? Get loose, how ya? Loose, I looser than. Loose, I'm sweeter than. She say this Carnival harvest, so damn loose. Get loose, how ya? Get loose, how ya? Get loose, how ya? Loosen your waist, kill them with the pain. Now show me your softness, show me your wet and practice. Lucy is a carnivalist, and that is why I behave so loose. All down on the ground, okay, at the bottom, and it's dragging all over town, and they call me Lucy. I looser than, I sweeter than. Tuesday, I lose. Get loose.
Big Sam and Lucy. Now, I'm not 100% sure that this is going to work, but we're going to give it a try. Ray, if you can hear me, unmute your mic for me, please.
All right.
It sounds like it's all right.
Okay.
Oh my! Firstly, let me apologize about that. I am so sorry. So sorry. Welcome to London. Welcome to Bacchanal Radio. Welcome to the Drivetime Jam. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very, very lovely Ray. Let's get into the interview straight away.
No problem.
When did Ray get started in the business?
Officially in 2018. I would say is when I really started, like, made the connection with Daryl, started to organize on finding a beat to start with, had Daryl write the first song. So I would count that as the real start.
Now,
as far as Soca.
I've got to say thank you to you. And this is the reason why I've got to say thank you to you. Daryl Gervais, who is Ray's songwriter, messaged me. I said, yo, King, this artist, and I said, well, yes, I'm all for that. Young artists, that is what I like to promote, young artists. He said, yeah, when could we get one? And I said, well, what I like to do is try and pair a young artist with an established artist. And the better established artists we get, the more interest there is in the show and things. And Daryl said, but I write for Kes too. I said, well, imagine I sent a message to Kes's manager a while back, and up to now, he hasn't responded. He said, hold on. Like 5 minutes later, he said, yeah, boy, Kes say you on. I said, right. So, Ray, you are the reason that Kes is going to be on the show a little bit later on. So, I owe you. The next time I see
who would have thought, right?
So, you started in 2018. You started working with Daryl Gervais. What was it like? What was the feeling like when you entered into the arena? I mean, it's quite a daunting arena to enter into. How did you feel?
I think my journey has been a little bit different than others. And I say that to say that I started and it was almost like literally got thrown in. There was no pause. There was no, oh, hold on, we get in there. Like, it was, had a song. And then the thing about me is I also like to kind of move with strategy. So from the time that we had the first song, Daryl is like, listen, because you're new, I need you to come to Trinidad and record these songs. So I was like, okay, cool. That's not a problem at all. Like, I'm in it. Let's do it. I will hop on a flight. But if I'm going to hop on the flight, maybe let's kind of just like sweeten the pot a little bit, and maybe let we do 2 songs instead of 1. Let we do 2 so that I have something to follow up with instead of come in, record a song, go back, had to come back and record a song, and so on and so forth. So the follow-up song ended up being Work It on the Totin Rhythm. And that was it. Like, that was it. That song came out, and then next thing you know, it was fly back to do radio interviews, then fly back for the whole carnival season. Every day there was something. There was interviews, there was performances. Literally, we were going non-stop. we ended up following up with another song that while I was there, I was like, you know what, let me keep it authentic. Let me shoot the video for the song in Trinidad while I'm here. Like, let's do it. And we kind of literally hit the ground running, and we never stopped since then. So I think it's been a little bit different for me. It was a little scary because it was this idea of, okay, you're kind of testing the waters. You're jumping in and you're hoping that you get some radio play. You're hoping that you get some recognition. You're hoping that you get some radio interviews. And instead it was just like bam, 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 bam. So extremely grateful, extremely grateful. It was scary. It was a kind of, you had to put your nerves to the side and build this way because it done start. So it was a little nerve-wracking, but fun and exciting, and I welcomed every part of the journey so far.
Who did you look up to, you know, in terms of artists? Who were the artists that inspired you?
Definitely Allison, Marshall, Kes, Patrice, but I would have to give it to Patrice in terms of the person who made me say, okay, if I'm going to start somewhere, it's going to be soca. And that's because I grew up just always singing in my house. Like, people couldn't shut me up. And I went to school, I studied singing, and soca has always been the thing that moved me the most when it came to music. But because I love to sing, I was a little reluctant because I felt like, could I get that opportunity to sing? And it was one day, Patrice came to the States and she was performing, and I happened to be there, and hearing her live, I was like, but wait, I was like, she could sing, like sing. And it was in that moment that I was like, Ray, but you could do this. Like, you could do this. Like, why give to yourself halfway with, like, we say R&B or pop or whatever, when you could literally do both? Like, you could still be able to sing and still be able to stick with your culture, still be able to stick with where your passion is, with what moves you. So I would say that I owe it to Patrice in making me realize, like, this is where I want to be.
Well done, Patsy. Well done, Patsy. All right. So you've spoken about your heritage. Obviously, you originate from Trinidad and Tobago. You now live in the United States of America. What part of Trinidad are you from?
I'm from South Trinidad, deep South, Santa Flora.
Okay.
Yes.
That'll be real deep.
It is deep.
My wife's family is from Quarry, and I'm still going, where?
And that's usually the reaction I get most of the times. Like, oh, wait. Like, it got to the point where I stopped saying exactly where, and I was just like, oh, deep South. Like, I'm from deep South.
So, no, let's learn a little bit here, man. Let's learn a little bit. Whereabouts? Tell me, whereabouts are you? Where is Santa Flora?
I don't know if anything I bring up will help in the situation. We're literally like Jacob Settlement. Like, believe if I'm doing it in order, I think it's Santa Flora, then you'll pass Jacob Settlement, then you're going into Siparia. Any better?
Oh, hang on a minute. So you're not as far as Siparia?
I'm further.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. Yeah. So my wife's family is from Siparia.
Okay.
Quarry Village. So, and you go a little bit further than that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's deep. That's real deep. But I love the South. I love being in Quarry Village. Everyone will know this. You know, I love the vibe down there. Normally, if I'm in Trinidad for Carnival, Ash Wednesday, sometimes even prior to that, Donny Road, go on, Siparia. You know what I mean?
It's definitely more laid back. Funny enough, until I started with the music, I wasn't in town like that because it's a distance. So on top of that, like growing up and always going back home, at that point in time, like my family and my cousins, they didn't have vehicles, so we traveling. So on top of that, now if you're traveling, you know, taxi and them kind of things stopping at a certain time, you can't really go certain places after a certain hour if you don't have a way back. So being younger, I never really got that exposed to like town side. So now when I started this, not that I've never been, it wasn't the norm. You know, I stay in South. South is where we did everything. Maybe we reached Sando, you know, like that was really it. And when I started doing this and I came for Carnival, I spent my entire time in town, the entire time. And I wouldn't lie, like I was a little conflicted, like Oh God, like from what I know in my whole life versus to what I've spent in 2 months, with this busy, fast pace, like it's a different pace, and then you have more access to everything because it's just like more city, and I was a little conflicted.
The South girl like town. I could understand that, but I do love the South of Trinidad. All right, tell us about Whole Day. Tell us about the House of Calypso Rhythm. How did you get on that?
So, House of Calypso Rhythm, which is with DJ Private Ryan, came out the exact same day as the Femme Fury Rhythm. And it was a very, super grateful, unique opportunity because on the same day, I'm on a rhythm with all queens, and then I'm on a rhythm with all kings. And so how that worked is kind of similar to this situation. It was like a Daryl with Kes and hey, my artist.
Yeah. He walked in.
Exactly. He walk in. So it was, it's just networking. And I know that anytime he gets the opportunity to plug me, he will. And Ryan was willing to give me that opportunity, which I'm so grateful for, and was pleased with what he received, pleased with the concept, pleased with the vocals. And that's how we had the Whole Day House of Calypso Rhythm.
I am going to ask you a question which some people will find me being rude. But I don't care. I'll go ask it anyway. How old are you?
Oh, gosh. I'll have to hit you like I hit them people on my TikTok. You don't ask a woman she age. You cannot ask a woman she age. But I want to know what make you ask that question.
I'm not going to tell you if you're not going to tell me your age. I don't think Ray realized this is my house, This is Papi's house. My way. You want to ask a question? Cool.
It's a long, long time.
We'll pull up this song and play it from the top. They go learn.
Well, it's Ray, cause it's a long, long time I jam. It's a long, long time I walk my bumper day. So don't judge me when I come out to play, cause it's whole day. I walking up whole day. I jamming this whole day. I winding up like I never see come see touchdown this whole day. I fetting out whole day. Rail back and I'll whole day. Try stop me now like I never see come
see. The Big Papi Part J is in the building. Let's go!
Well, it's Ray, cause it's a long, long time I jam. It's a long, long time I walk my bumper day. So don't judge me when I come out to play, cause it's whole day. I walking up whole day. I jamming this whole day. I winding up like I never see come see touchdown this whole day. I fetting out whole day. Rail back and I'll whole day. Try stop me now like I never see come see. How much wine I go wine on TikTok me? I will wine behind big truck, right by the speaker box. Cause I fed up. And I want when I start to throw it. Not one thing hiding my face. No master mess with my cuteness. It's bare looseness. Cause it's a long, long time I jam. It's a long, long time I walk the bumper day. Time to come off the gram. And I can't lie right now, I need good company. Too much energy pent up. And it's high time we link up. And right now I need a release. So when I come out, don't judge me please, cause it's whole day. I walking up whole day. I jamming this whole day. I winding up like I never see come see touchdown this whole day. I fetting out whole day. Rail back and I'll whole day. Try stop me now like I never see come see fetting like first time. Jamming like first time. Party like first time. Party like I never see come see touchdown like first time. Fetting like first time. Party like first time. Party like I never see come see touchdown. Hey, all them online thing them cool enough, but you can't feel my waist when it moving up. And the vibe not the same when I roll up the bumper. No, I nobody behind me. I want all a vibe in real life. No more to my IG life. See me, I can't make, and I wanna party. Cause it's a long, long time I jam. It's a long, long time I walk my bumper day. Time to come off the gram.
She refuses to tell me her age.
Good company. Too much much energy.
This is Ray on the House of Calypso Rhythm, and it's called Whole Day. In the chat, I have asked the question, how old you think she is? Well, have a guess. Have a guess.
I jamming this whole day. I winding up like I never see come see touch on this whole day. I sweating that whole day. Well back and a whole day. Try stuff me now like I never see come see betting like first time.
Right, if people want to find out more about you, how can they do that?
You guys could follow me on Instagram at itsray.official, and I spell Ray with an E. And in my bio kind of takes you to the links to everything else you could follow me on, which is like Twitter, TikTok, whatever other social media platforms it has. My YouTube, everything is all in my bio, so you guys could click on that. I tried to make it easier for you guys. So it's ray.official on Instagram.
Okay, so a couple of people, in fact, no, only one person has had a guess.
What a guess.
Now, and hold on. I need to put you on the screen by yourself. Hold on. All right, get rid of my thing here. So, someone has said that they think that you are 28.
That's a cool guess. Are you waiting for me to confirm or deny?
No. I'm like, I know you're not going to confirm, but I just want to see your facial expression because I'll be able to work it out from that.
Okay.
My daughter, who is going to be 33 next week, says that you are 25, 26.
Cool guess.
Vocal player, isn't it? Where record player? Sammy, Damien says you're 24.
Enjoying the guesses. It's cool. Keep them coming.
Oh, Damien, she's older than 24 because she liked that one. You make her younger than she really is. So, yes, she's older than 24. They got mid-20s. What that mean? That don't mean nothing. Mid could be from 24 to 28. That's not helping us here. We're not going to get much further than that with you. I reckon you're somewhere in your 20s. And the reason why I asked you the question, I will share it with you, is because your vibe is very old-fashioned. Yeah. Now that might have a lot to do with your heritage and where you're from. You know, I find a lot of people that are from the south of Trinidad have this old-fashioned vibe. Even now, Farmer Nappy is one of those kind of people. Even in 2021, he's very old-fashioned in how he does things. And like when you mention it to him, you go, "King, it's superior vibes, boy. It's superior vibes." So that's the reason why I was asking that question. I'm not really fussed about how old you are, but I just think that you have a very mature vibe about you with your music and your knowledge of the music. So I just wanted to see whether or not you're going to confirm it. But it's cool. It's cool you don't answer my questions. No problem. Your first time on London radio. No problem. It's all right. So, guys, please make sure you follow this lovely lady. It's been an absolute honor talking to you and a pleasure. And we're going to hear a lot more from you. Big up Daryl Gervais for hooking this up. What is in the future for Ray? What does Ray want to happen in the future?
Well, I think everybody could look forward to a lot more. I think one of the main things and one of the goals that Daryl and I have always discussed is consistency. So you could definitely expect more music to come. I think we want to turn it up a little bit, and we've been even discussing the possibility of an EP. So more videos, more music, just lots of things, more collabs with not only artists, but just people in general. I know right now I have the collab with Live Love Soca and the brand ambassadorship with Bad. So definitely looking for more things to happen there. So I just think people should just stay tuned. So, you'll know.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Love that. Ray, thank you very much indeed. I'm going to play Better again, which we played earlier on. Now, before you go, the lyrics in the song.
Yes.
Talk to me.
So, okay. So for Better, how that happens is
Somebody might have said you was going in the studio. No, I'm joking.
No. All right. So for me personally, like I like to sometimes concepts just like pop into my brain, and it doesn't have to be something that I personally experience, just something that I feel like would be dope to have an exchange with, right? So there was a rhythm, and Daryl was like, "What are you hearing on this?" And I gave like a bunch of different options that I was hearing, but one of which was, I'm hearing like anything she could do, I could do better. I could do anything better, you know, like that kind of vibe. And he's like, we could work with that. So then we were on the phone, and, you know, he was giving his input, and I was like, oh, you know, but it should say this here and it should say that there. And I'm not going to say which one I interjected with to put myself out there. But yeah, it was just a different concept that I felt like I don't hear much people kind of, you know, it wasn't about being disrespected. It's just about confidence at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And different people is going to take that song different ways. The men may take it one way, the females may take it another way, and the both may interpret it differently. But I think the end goal at the end of the day is knowing what you have to offer and having the confidence. It's not the I can take your man if I want to. You know, it doesn't have to be that vibe. And that's what I'm for. That I'm just all about like trying to give different concepts and do things differently. And sometimes it may be things that I could relate to. Sometimes it may not. I just may really like the idea and the concept. There's been times that I've just been sitting down at home doing absolutely nothing related to music and pop up like, oh, Daryl, concept. Like, you know, keep this one in, like, I want to sing this. I want to, you know, and so we had better.
You answered that very well. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. Don't be embarrassed. You did well. You did very, very well. That's a great answer.
I'm not embarrassed at all. No way.
Listen to this song very carefully. Listen to what she's singing this song. Ray, God bless you. Everyone that's waiting for Kes, he's coming up in around 10 minutes. Thank you very much, Ray. And we look forward to seeing you again. Bacchanal Radio is glad that you came on air, and we're definitely going to support you. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Thank you for having me and for everybody who tuned in.
Daryl, big up, man. Big up. Thank you very much indeed. Well, then listen to the song. Listen to the song.
Yeah, she can't bubble like me. Can't get your love like me. Tick tock on it like me. Like me. Like me. Yeah. I don't mean to be rude enough, but I see how she do ya. And her best ain't good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but if we could have our trade places, none of this would be what the case is. No. Cause if it was me, I could show you what you've been missing. Baby, I guarantee everything you need, boy. You don't wanna tell me twice. It's yours anyway you like it. Keep that good firm and tight, yeah. Just so you know, anything she can do, I can do it too, and I do it better. Do that better. I'm not ashamed to prove to you. If you want me to, I'll do better. Do that better. She can't bubble like me. Can't get you up like me. Tick up on the hook like me. Like me. She can't bubble like me. Can't back it up like me. Can't get you up like me. Like me. She don't make you priority. Let up see and neglect you. Boy, I'll always give all of me. All of me, yeah. Baby, just let me serve you. Truth is, she don't deserve you. And a queen ain't gonna ever desert you. Desert you. Cause if it was me, I could show you what you've been missing. Baby, I guarantee everything you need, boy. You don't wanna tell me twice. It's yours anyway you like it. Nothing good firm and tight, man. Just so you know, anything she can do, I can do it too, and I do it better. Do that better. I'm not ashamed to prove to you. If you want me to, I'll do better. Do that better. She can't bubble like me. Can't get your work like me. Someone like me. Like me. She She can't bubble like me. Can't back it up like me. Take up on me like me. She can't bubble. Can't get you up like me. She can't bubble. Tick tock on the like me. She can't bubble. Can't get you up like me. Can't back it up like me. She can't back it up like me.
Bringing the Caribbean closer to you on Bacchanal Radio. Windrush Bay, maximum the utmost. Quintessentially Caribbean tropical fruit and veggie box. From our shores to your doors. Food, gifts, beauty, please visit windrushbay.com.
Bang it. Where do you go? Don't you need my love? When are you going to let us play? When are you going to come my way?
Windrush Bay, it's all yours. Respectfully, Sister Kalonji, say that.
Girl, gonna make you mine. I'm gonna take you right.
Bacchanal Radio.
When you pour a bottle of Cremanti rum, you connect not only to the people around you, but to the people who walk the path before you. Cremanti Fine Rum is a rum that balances mellow sweetness with infusions of nutmeg, cinnamon, and tamarind to create an unforgettable experience. Cremanti Fine Rum, botanically infused with Caribbean herbs and spices. Cremanti Rum. Find us on Instagram.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The Caribbean powerhouse is rocking. Bacchanal Radio.
Hello. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Yeah. She got the thing I love. Where she from, I don't know. She wears and go low. Pick up the place like a dojo. So what you say? The girl, where you from my way? What you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello. Yeah, so girl, I love how the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello. Yeah. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Bargain it up, roll up, wind it up, ride it, front to the back, no long time. Just come to me, I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love, come give me that sweet type of love. Real type of love, hold me darling, cause whole night we jamming. Yeah. Hello. Say she sweet like a mango. She play the thing like a banjo. Them other girl them don't know. Oh, she rap the thing like a go-go. God, so what you say? Sexy girl, when you come my way. What you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello. Yeah, so girl, I love how the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello. Last night. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? I'll give it up. No, hold on. Wind it up. Ride it. Run to the back. No long time. Just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love.
Bacchanal Radio. Nobody does it better.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yo, big up to Martin J out of London. You don't know. Let's go. Boom. I feel like carnival come when I hear Martin J play. Watch how the girl them break away. Up in a London, straight down to Port of Spain. Play the music, Martin J make the people feel alright. Relieve free stress all day, all night. It's only love in here cause the music right. And we need to keep in mind when Martin J play, it's no more war, no more fight. Like Carnival Day, so please play another tune, yeah. Everybody wait for you. Indian, black, white or Chinese ball head or ras. Live your life like you're playing mass. Yeah. Oh. Martin J make the feeling last. Yeah. Whoa.
It is fair to say that this is one of my most treasured plates. Not one of my most treasured plate. This is my most treasured plate. And the reason being was that this came at a time in my life when I was quite low. You know, I was about to enter a really, really rough time. And this plate was given to me after a trip to Berlin. And I remember Dr. J saying, nah, I had to call him. I said, listen, King, the amount of plate you have, let me have one now. I remember his response. And the artist has grown to be one of my favorite artists alongside, and I'm going to give you the names, Ronnie McIntosh, Singing Sandra, may she rest in peace, and Bungie Garlin and Edwin Yearwood. If you said to me, Martin, what are your top 5 artists, then Kes has to be in that top 5 with those other artists.
Good company, bro.
Man, God bless you. How are you, first of all?
Yo, just, rolling, man, rolling, Exist, we here and alive.
It's good to have you here. Housekeeping out the way first. To your management, thank you very much indeed. You treated Martin J like royalty. Getting artists sometimes can be a challenge, but you made it as smooth as silk. And I really, really appreciate that. Kes is here. I'm happy. It's like Christmas all over again for me, boy. Kes, thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's lovely to have you here. Let's go back a little bit. We're going to go back to, a few years. I noticed that the band was just constantly produced, not just one hit. When you look at the catalog and you go through and you say, yeah, boy, and this year they did this, and then this year they did that. There's like 3, 4, 5 songs that people are saying, oh my goodness. How does the band do that? Where'd you get the inspiration from to do that?
I think it's for one, it is a blessing to actually create in this life for sure. To really have the ability and opportunity to honestly bring things to life is a blessing in itself. And I think when you recognize the joy of that, the pure joy of what that is, and you apply that to the work that you're making and going to put out, there will always be room for new inspiration. There will always be something new that inspires you as a conduit of art. In a sense, my aim is to really be present, and it's something that when you're younger a lot better, and then when life carries you, your mind sort of tugs you along, and then you kind of get back to that after a while when you realize what was happening. And I think just sort of tapping into what, if it feels good for me, if I could party to it, if I could play it on repeat, if it just resonates with me, once it resonates with me, I feel like it have something. I always hear a piece of music and I'll be like, if the music comes like that, I'll be like, they have a song in there and it didn't reach yet, but it have a song. And sometimes that might take a year, sometimes that might take some, but you have, in pure creativity, you have no time, you have no deadlines, just have, if it ready, if it good, if it feeling good, and that's it. And you know what I mean? And once you stay true to that and you're always true it, your music is constantly asking you to make a choice, you know? Either we go in for it purely or you're trying to feed, expectations, I should say. And you know, when you choose art, it continues to choose you, you know? And I think, like, every year I try to just be inspired purely by the time and not study what made and knocked last year, because it's a whole different existence now, you know what I mean? I probably have a whole different body right now. You know.
Absolutely. I'm sure you've been asked this question many a time, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you have a favorite song from your catalog?
You know, that question was asked before, and you know, I always say you can't really choose each song like it's like a child, you know, and you can't really choose, because each song has its own sort of growth and pattern and lessons that comes with it, and they all stretch you in different directions. And some songs, again, maybe ready-made hits, bam, it out there like simple syrup. And then you have other songs that take its time to cure and pure and like reach the ears and hearts that it need to in its right time and in its right way too now. So it's like I always go back to like a lot of things where, you know, you're realizing a lot more than ever that the gifts that pass through you is not yours, and it's like for everyone else. And it's like when you look at a mango tree, and the mango tree do question who picked the fruit, you know, question how you store it, how you choose to eat it. If you choose to eat it, it just produces the fruit and the opportunity to have fruit. And I feel that's the role of the artist now. Like, we are the fruit trees to provide fruit for people to do what they want with it, to be very honest. It's not yours after it passed through you, you know. And, you know, that's how I feel about it. And I feel like, yeah, it's a life of service in a lot of ways. But don't get in your own way, you know. Don't get in your own way.
I'm going to come back to something that you said in a little while, but before I get there, let me talk about coming up to Christmas. I had not planned to go to Trinidad Carnival in 2021. So I was not one of those people that was like, oh, God, boy, the pandemic. It wasn't that kind of pressure. But obviously, whenever I decide to stay in London for the carnival season, it's still a pressure, because I've been traveling to Trinidad for so many years that I live it regardless of whether I plan to go there or not. And so carnival season, as far as I'm concerned, Christmas, they're done. As I cut into the ham, I'm like, well, yes, Carnival knows that. And I think a couple of days after Christmas Day, it wasn't Boxing Day, and I know you had released this event on Boxing Day, I sat down and watched this production and was mind blown by the professionalism, the quality, even the quality of the cameras. It was just all so on point. And I was like, what? The thing, you know, when you watch something or you listen to something and you say, yeah, well, the thing's that. Well, that was my moment. For me, that was my moment. How difficult was that to achieve? That's not an easy production to achieve, man.
Yeah, it was anything, man. You know, when you see people put forward some work, you know, you know that you know, everything was put into it, and know that it's a choice. You know, around this time, it was definitely a challenge to sort of stay motivated and stay because you're sort of playing to a screen, you know, no matter what. Even if online it would say whatever, you're still not that raw human connection is the reality of it, and it's not there. So you have to sort of imagine and sort of give yourself vibes, you know. As I said, one thing you realize over the years that it was always available, and you sort of not just took it for granted, but you realize how much you were inspired by it. You know, somebody in the crowd singing a song and they maybe singing back the words to you, and one word may have looked like another word, and that word sort of helped you write a verse in a song that you were working on. You know, so it's sort of, so it was difficult, and but at the same time, through its labor, I realized while getting into it that it had a lot less noise now. It was a lot less noisy in my life and in anything. So I had a moment to sort of inhale, to exhale properly, and sort of take interest and in every aspect. You know, like everybody there that we've worked with is a dream to work with them. It's a dream to sit with them and imagine. You know, something simple as in the first We Home that we did in Independence Day, we you know, I wanted the sun to set in the back, and you know, I had a team that was willing to make that happen. And those little things, like, I probably would not have gotten the energy to deal with those details the way I want in the middle of a season and in the middle of even Christmas, you know. And so in losing some things, I gained a lot of things in another way. I went into music history. I went and I studied actually digital music history for a bit. And that gave me a perspective of where we are in the story of things. And in that, you know, that affects your moments and your choices in that moment, because you know where this come from and you know the reason why, you know, and then you know, from there things will reflect that, you know. So it's real appealing a way of layers, you know, and it really gave me the confidence to sort of get more into the creative side of things, because you know, I guess growing up in theater and all the different aspects of it in some form, I'm really interested in the stuff like backdrops and stuff like cameras and stuff like, how do I make the set a conversation? I wanted to go inside to outside to inside, and how do we make a house? How do we make that happen? And I like that kind of thing. And then wrap it around with good music, you know, and here you go and enjoy it, you know. So yeah, in a nutshell.
The reason why I'm kind of like silenced while you're talking is that I'm going to go back to our trip when we went to Berlin a few years ago. Not the first one. You came down for the first. I think you had locks then, so I was caught one with locks and one without locks. But when you came to Berlin without the locks,
This time. I was just there.
and we left the event. And we got back to the hotel, and we all happened to be back at the hotel at the same time. And you, myself, your brother, my wife, Jay, we all sat down at the table and had that conversation in the early hours of the morning. And the things that you were talking about there is why I was silenced when you're sitting down there and talking, because I remember going back to the hotel room after and saying, yeah, no, boy, that brother is one deep brother, you know. Deep brother. I just love the way he thinks, you know. I love the way he thinks. Let's move on a little bit further. I am there in the middle of carnival season. I'm loving the songs. Someone said, boy, MJ, I'm going to send you a tune. And I know it's going to knock you down. I said, nah, there are no tunes, so. Nah, man, this song gonna knock you down. I said, no, boy. He said, I know you're a Juve, man. This tune going to knock you down. I get this tune, Is We.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, nah, boy.
Yes, man.
Listen, it's not even about a carnival. That is a song that will last for eternity. There's no timeline on that. When I think of John Buddy Williams' Saturday Night Blowout, and you know that was made 70 odd years ago.
Yeah.
When you listen to that tune and it tells a story of the fact, you know, the musicians and that, and you listen to Is We, and all I could think of was Green Corner.
Yeah, man.
That's all I could think of.
Yeah, man. That's a fact.
How did you get to create that? When did that happen? How did that happen?
You know, Is We was one of the songs that I wanted to really write a love letter to Carnival because of what I was missing from her. And I wanted to create a piece of music that represented that at its best, but also told a story. And in that, it all came out of revolution and fire. And I wanted it to start out of the darkness into a celebration. And having that sort of imagery and realizing that this was if it was any year to sort of try something like that, was this year because of the lack of noise. And also it was a year to call the ancestors forth and sort of remind people of the energy that exists now. But I felt it was a year without, instead of talking about it, I had to put it on paper. And I had an idea of what I wanted to do. And I brought in Keshav, who did Truck on the Road. And he also built, was part of the people that did the Lavender Rhythm section plugin. And which was a real cool piece of technology there for those who don't know this. Yeah, you could get them tones real cool. Anyhow, I as well too, Etienne was in the country in Trinidad, and Etienne Charles, we did magic, and he's just one of those musicians that I had the honor of growing up with as well. He was part of the orchestra while I was doing plays in Aprima Bowl, you know what I mean? Like, he was there at 14, 13, and now he's taken calypso and applied it to the jazz world and has become, who he has become. And so to work with him on something like this made so much sense. And I heard the horns and I was like, nah, this is a vibe source. We're going to do this. And then we all just sat and went by Neil Dawala. I had to pick up Dawala. This is who I do all my vocals by. But he also sort of grounded these dreamers. So all of us just sort of sat around a table and we spoke about what the ideas. I spoke about how the vibe was. And I wanted to match the concert and all these different things. But we started to beat on the desk. And some of that is beating on the desk. Some of that is literally those moments, and we just molded it every week. We just massaged it a bit more. I was like, I want this. I had to go in there and do some things too, and just to paint the picture, because it was different. It's a song with 2 different BPMs, you know what I mean, and a horn so I know I wanted to do this. When you close your eyes, I want you to smell the gasoline that from the fire blowers. I want you to feel the heat. I want you to feel the greasiness you just feel on the road, that sort of raw cusp of energy. And I wanted to most of all feel it for myself, because I was missing that, Juve, that part in Juve when you open your eyes and you're seeing an energy more than physical, and you're just you're in the vibration of things more than in your physical body. I wanted to feel that as much as I could. So Lavender Rhythm section was the only group that I know that could give me that vibes now, and have always for years now. So happy to collaborate with them, and get their vibes on it. Etienne, Keshav, Dawala. It was really all of us just sort of bringing this to life. So it was good. Yeah. Man.
Well, all I could tell you that is definitely a timeless classic, and that's not, that's not me just mama guying you because you're in front of me. That people will tell you from the moment I heard it. I wheel that tune about 4 times the first time I played it, and I'm not one of those DJs that will wheel out tunes like that. You know what I mean? Man. It's not part of my presentation. So if I put it back, I don't even say wheel, I say alloys, because they're rich and expensive when I do them. You understand?
Man. Yes, sir.
And I was just blown away by it. And
I'm glad, man.
The reason why I asked you about your favorite song is because I did an interview about you, funny enough. And they said to me, what's your favorite Kes song? And I said, I can't tell you. I said, for a while, I would have said hello. Then Savannah Grass came and give me a good chuck in my ribs and say, hey, I hear. And, Izwi has done that as well. And I've got Jammed On, I've got Falling. There are just so many numbers from Kes the band. But I have to, now that I've done the serious part of the interview, let me deal with the foolishness. First of all, you cannot talk about a mango when you have that amount of female admirers that are going to listen to that word mango and envisage you feeding them a mango. It's
Why
gonna
not?
go crazy. It's going to go crazy.
No, man, that is part of it. Because here what? Let's be real, right? When we sitting on our truck there and we doing the thing and doing the business and we see a beautiful flower walking down the streets or doing her thing, her beauty and her form, I might not know who she is, she may not know who I am, she may even know. But her form and her beauty inspire me to write lyrics. So if I could write a love note to everybody then, through a song, who inspire me, the form of the woman, you know, who inspire me, and I could write it and make it sound like I talking to you, well then yes, I am talking to you. I am.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. There's two women in particular. Yeah? I want you to look into the camera and I want you to say, Annette, this song is for you. And then I want you to say, Randall, this song is for you.
Who's the next one?
Annette and then Randall.
Randall, eh? You sure Randall is that?
Randall, yeah, Randall. Well, you could say Chanel. Say Chanel.
Annette, blessed love, you know. And this, I dedicate this song to you right now. I wanna get that sweet type of love. Hold me, darling. All night we jamming. Yeah. Chanel, blessed love, honey, and always be in charge of the thing. You don't know. Boss lady, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for this work. Sign me up, I come for it. Boss lady. Yes, boss lady. Bless up.
You have just made two women very, very happy. And let me tell you something, yeah? When I announced that I was going to be interviewing Kes, one of those two ladies messaged me and said, I think I've just wet myself.
Oh, no.
That was their response. And that is why I had to do that there and then. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. You know, I have to say this because some people said I haven't got the bottle to say this to you, yeah? Hans is my favorite member of Kes the band. I don't care. Yeah, I love you, but you see that drummer there? Oh my goodness. That is a boss.
Hands on the drum.
That is a boss. So for those of you that thought I didn't have the bottle to tell Kes that his big brother is my favorite member of the band, take it. Look, Big Papi, don't afraid to talk.
Though. Fun fact, he was really the reason why we all in this band business. He was the one sort of kind of controlling the brood in a lot of ways and saying, hey, you are going to be drummer, you hold that, you sing the thing. He was, when we were kids, so he is really out of hands sort of dreams, you know, that really spawn a lot of these things here too, you know. So big up to Hans. That'll be a good choice.
Big up. And pass on my regards to him. But you could not call it band Hans the band. It would not sound good. So Kes the band Stone is the right. It would not sound right. So, but big up Hans, man, and big up the rest of the crew as well.
For
you
sure.
know, it's just a lovely unit, and I just look forward to the day when we could go and watch Kes the band live, because even in the last 9 months, the music that has come from the band that we haven't been able to experience live, we've enjoyed it virtually, but obviously there's nothing like enjoying it live, and I hope very, very soon we get the chance to do that. So I want to thank you for coming on to the Drivetime Jam. It's been an absolute honor and pleasure to have you here, man. Big respect, and God bless you, man. Thank you very much indeed, Kes.
See you in person, brother. We'll vibe again, for sure.
Yes, man. How you mean?
Yes, sir.
And we gotta say a very special happy birthday to Kes. It's his birthday today. The Drivetime Jam. This is his week. Annette. You getting. Back in our radio on a Friday night, 20 minutes to 7. Let me go green corner right now. Let me go green corner and play a Juve.
Start the fire day and start the Ramadan, start the Kamuleoga. Then we'll take the road again. Yes, we wanna play and fight another day and regardless what they say, wine and jam and gallery. What you gonna do when the rhythm gets away? Break them chains so we go right again. Hold the faith so we go find our way. Shine forward the rhythm from my leg. My boy is sweet. Start the carnival. Let's see the canal. Let the people ball, oh Lord. Like the flambeau again. It's a mother mystery. Yeah, we want the world to see how the rhythm just set it free. And yeah, jam! Yeah. Plenty bacchanal, yeah, the people ball, oh Lord, like the flambeau up again. This is our mystery, yeah, we want this world to see how the rhythm go set you free, my boy.
Big song, Kes, it's we. Back in our radio, don't forget Vinny Ranks on your radio tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, right through till midday, the Saturday morning breakfast party. And I hope you guys are going to be joining us for that roti making session on Carnival Slayer's YouTube channel. That is taking place tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, man. I go make the curry, she go make the roti. That's what I call teamwork, yeah. We get on each other's nerves. But when it comes to teamwork, we have that. We have it.
We all at the ground, yeah. We all in it down, yeah. We open the story. It's Savannah Juve morning. Everybody coming in. Hey, we ready to go, yeah. We gon' make them jump, we gon' make them turn up, we gon' make them wine, we gon' make them free up. It's this place of Bacchanal, it's this big botanical, this carnival. I want to go find your way. Everybody on stage, oh God, oh. If you're coming down from the mountain, oh God, oh. When we with them beating in tongue, see me jumping on the savannah grass, the savannah grass. You could see it already past way for God, oh. When the people tell you they cannot wait for God, oh. Feel the spirit jumping in tongue. We coming home, the savannah grass, the savannah grass. We up with the sun, yeah. We take over town, yeah. We take it the most, yeah. Today's not enough, no. It's love we feeling. Look, everybody reveling. Hey, they're ready to go, yeah. We gon' make them jump, we gon' make them turn up, we gon' make them wine, we gon' make them free up. It's the place of Bacchanal, with a vibe so magical, this carnival. I want to go find your way. Everybody on stage, oh God, oh. If you're coming down from the mountain, oh God, oh. When we with the beating in tongue, see me jumping on the savannah grass, the savannah grass. You could see it already just play for God, oh. and pray to God. Feel the spirit to feeling so. We coming home. It's a fire and grass. It's a fire and grass.
We're working hard on Bacchanal Radio. Have you entered our competition to win a Bacchanal Radio Limer's pack? You win yourself a bottle of Cromanti rum. You win yourself a Bacchanal Limer's glass. A Bacchanal Limer's, I call it a jar, a mason jar, with the Bacchanal logo on it. And you also win yourself an Eyes of Bacchanalist t-shirt as well. If you haven't entered our competition yet, then make sure you follow us on Instagram and on Facebook and find out exactly how you can be a winner. We're going to be announcing our first winner of 4 this Sunday. So you still got time to enter. Get online, go to Bacchanal Radio, at Bacchanal Radio on Instagram and at Bacchanal 247 on Facebook. Guess who's coming on the Drivetime Jam next week?
Taxi, motora, annuale, yeah. Whoop tele, whoop tele, whoop tele. Taxi, whoop tele, whoop tele, whoop tele, whoop tele, whoop.
All the way from St. Lucia. Yes, man.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya. Coming to ya now. Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya. Coming to ya now. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the taxi everywhere. Call the number. Tell me come over when you need a lover. To pull up the Kulona. What's your location? Send me that location. WhatsApp that location. Coming to your location. Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya. Coming to ya now. Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya. Coming to ya now. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the Uber everywhere. Uber everywhere. Take the taxi anywhere. Ring up me Sally. 545 91 70. 654 baby please call me. Ring up me Sally. What's your location? Send me that location. WhatsApp that location. Nothing in your location. Call the Uber.
Spoke to him not too long ago and said, Motto, it's long overdue, long overdue. So much to talk about with this young man, such a great producer, such a great performer. Hails from the island of St. Lucia. Motto, fingers crossed, will be my guest next week on the Drivetime Jam.
Hey, double M up in here. Hey, we don't party normal. So we don't party normal. We don't party normal. From we down, is a vibe, is a vibe, is a vibe.
You're listening to Bacchanal Radio.
Hey, double M up in here. Hey, we don't party normal. So we don't party normal. We don't party normal. From we down, is a vibe, is a vibe, is a vibe. Anytime we touch down, is a vibe, is a vibe, is a everybody. We don't party normal, so we don't party normal. We don't party normal, we don't do nothing normal. We don't party normal, so we don't party normal. We don't party normal.
Every girl be a bend now, bend now, bend down, bend now, bend now. Every girl be a bend now, bend now, bend down, bend now. dangale, ding ding dangale. Hey girl, ding dangale, ding ding dangale. Start to wine, ding dangale, ding ding dangale. Hey yo, ding dangale. Everybody, we don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't do nothing normal. We don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't party normal. Hey, from we don't is a vibe, is a vibe, is a vibe. Anytime we touch down, is a vibe, is a vibe, is a everybody. Hanuwale, ding dangale, ding ding dangale. Hey girl, hanuwale, ding dangale. We don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't do nothing normal. We don't party normal, we don't party normal, we don't party normal. Everything in the air, put your rum on your beer.
Bacchanal. Motto and Marshall Montana always a vibe.
Show your rum on your beer.
Make sure you join me for the Drivetime Jam next week. If you remember a couple of weeks ago, Farmer Nappy said he was making his way to the studio to record a new song with the Chinese laundry group. Here it is on the Shining Bush Rhythm.
Come on. Check it out. Come on. Only you.
Listen to the words of this. This is beautiful.
To nobody could compare to you. I can't compare you to nobody could compare to you. Now I just wanna hold you tight. You are my guiding light. I waited all my life. My dream come true. Now I just wanna hold you tight. You are my guiding light. I waited all my life. My dream come true. I used to wish I was a winner. I never want to fail you. Living for my savior, I honestly do. And now we are together. We paint a perfect picture. So much joy and love start this feeling for you. And everywhere we go is action. You are the center of attraction. And now I'm living in satisfaction. Oh Yahweh, for all of my days, I give you my praise. I can't compare you to nobody could compare to you. I can't compare you to nobody could compare to you. Now I just wanna hold you tight. You are my guiding light. I waited all my life. My dream come true. Now I just wanna hold you tight. You are my guiding light. I waited all my life. My dream come true. You are the comfort to a sinner. I'm happy ever after. Each day I play my guitar to keep me in tune. All through the roughest water, you help me through disaster. Each day I read a chapter, I know what to do. And everywhere we go is action. You are the center of attraction. And now I'm living in satisfaction. Oh Yahweh, for all of my days, I give you my praise. I can't compare you to nobody could compare to you. I can't compare you to nobody could compare to you. Only you and you. Only you and you.
Farmer Nappy.
Only you and you.
It's called Nobody, and it's Farmer Nappy giving praise for where he is at the moment. Beautiful song, beautiful song. Shining Bush Rhythm, and it's something that I can relate to.
And everywhere we go is action. You are the center of attraction.
Particularly since the turn of the new year.
I know I'm living in satisfaction. Oh Yahweh,
I've tried to do certain things and they've pulled off. They've come off.
I give you my praise.
And I feel grateful. I feel grateful.
Nobody
Even when I tried something saying, you know what, this might not work, it still worked.
Nobody.
Down to barbecuing in the rain on Wednesday. I said, nah, boy, I'm going to do it. And I did it. And so I want to say thank you very much indeed to you guys, because without you being there and giving us that energy, it wouldn't be the same, man. And I hope you enjoyed the show today. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Ray. I hope you enjoyed the interview with Kes. I can't believe that we got to 7 o'clock already. Time has gone so quickly. Join me tomorrow, 3 o'clock, Carnival Slayers YouTube. We'll be raising money. We'll be raising money for the initiative We Have Not Forgotten You. Brought to you by Faith in Our Destiny. 3 o'clock, YouTube. Get your utensils ready. Cook along. If we raise £750, I go in and sing this song. Nah! The Myland Nurses. Oh my goodness! No, sorry, I've got to stop. We'll go on just beyond a little bit. So we'll go beyond. I have just received a message. Hello, Martin J. Remember the Myland Nurses posse from the 1990s? We were avid followers enjoying the program. Do you know, that's over 30 years ago now. They're the reason that every Christmas I say not everybody is doing what they want to be doing. Not everybody is with their family. I remember the Myland Nurses, many of them had come from Trinidad. Their family was back in Trinidad and they were working hard. They are the reason that every Christmas day to this day, I remember people are not always with their family at that special time. So, whoa! It's so nice to see you. So nice to hear from you. That is foundation. That is foundation. Anyway, back to the money, yeah? So if I raise £750 tomorrow, I'm singing this. Ay, ay, ay. And if I raise £1,000, I'm going to sing a Destra song. So join me tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Carnival Slayers, YouTube Live, all right? Tanty P go be making the roti.
I'm in love with Betty Lou. Your sister Mary says she loves me too. Both of them.
The both of them.
It's both of them. The both of them. I tell she things don't work out so.
She said the next sister ain't bound to know. Here I'm going to change the words. I'm going to change the words like I used to do in Swiss Cottage.
Just because I ain't like them scandal.
They hire your partner to big. Smokey Joe like all them back now. So I called Smokey on the phone one day. This is what the old man say.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh, gum, papi.
Get you what you want. Get you what you want. Get you what you want. Man, come on. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. Both of them. The ladies you are waiting for. I want a lover, not no bread and love. Both of them. Both of them. It's both of them. The both of them. I know all men like to roam, and I know charity begins at home. It's both of them. Both of them. The both of them. Both of them. For this sister is such a love and child. Our relationship is great, and she always wear a charming smile. She not say, body don't hesitate. There is nothing to sit and contemplate. Do it, do it, do it. Oh God, get she what she want, get she what she want, get she what she want. Man, come on, both of them, both of them, both of them, both of them. Though she prettier than me, I could boogie down better than she. Both of them, both of them, both of them, both of them. I remember Lord Melody.
Shame and scandal in the family. Make sure you join us tomorrow, right? 2 minutes after 7, I'm going to leave you now. I am going to leave you.
All the breaks are breakfast all in vain. She asked me if I'm showing off. Then she started to tackle me again. She not say, boy, you must treat them rough. Otherwise, the woman go say you stop. Do it, do it, do it.
Big up everybody that sent me a message today. The Myland nurses, oh my goodness. Shammy. Tomorrow morning, meet me Valley Junction. Just before Vinnie Rank start the show, meet me Valley Junction.
If I was a different chap, maybe I would have got trapped in that. With both of them, both of them, with both of them, both of them. All the offers that she made, I think about it, but I couldn't make me great. Both of them, both of them, both of them, with both of them. Variety is the spice of life. Polygamy today I dread. Town Kitchener for his good advice. I still could remember what he said. The message still ringing in my head. Do it, do it.
Whatever you do, have a very blessed Friday evening. Don't forget it's Mother's Day on Sunday. And I have a special guest with me, Keisha Watson. She's an author now. But do any of you remember at the time when Savannah Grouse came out? There was a lady, a video went viral. She was holding her baby. I think, was she? Yeah, she was holding her baby and whining. And her English husband kept popping up in the video. And there was another one where she whining in the kitchen and the husband's holding the baby. It's the same lady, and she's going to be my very special guest on Sunday, all right? So make sure you tune in for that. But before that, join me tomorrow. Let's raise some money. Let's have some fun, all right? Good night. God bless. I go in and hug up my grandchild. I'll take a small drink, yeah? God bless you, everyone.
My uncle Sonny never ceased to amaze me. Since he pick up this Indian mate, he live in Caroni. What she give him to eat, I really don't know. Every 10 words he speak, but he lies 9 is Mount Polo. Some of this in African tradition. Tell he said he's true Indian. I do not dare. I do not dare. He stop eating bread, he eating roti. Doesn't wear no jeans, he wearing dhoti. So he had a put on a turban, and he showing up with the Indian woman at an Indian wedding. If you see Uncle dancing. shouting, Golo, Golo, hey, Golo, Golo, Golo. He's singing, Golo, Golo, hey, Golo, Golo, Golo. Hey, hey. God. I don't know if this Golo working on your own black magic, but whatever she doing, she have me tie up with it. And anything Uncle do, this Golo must sanction. I don't know what in the world really wrong with this man. Don't want to hear no guys of my sparrow. His idol now is Sundar Popo. I know nothing. Don't be tired, I get for carnival. All around the town, see him with a tal. Our festival, he with the chowtal man. And showing up here on the good friend Ramadan. In Ramlila festival, it's to see him carry on. When they burning Rawan, he shouting, Golo, Golo, hey, Golo, Golo, Golo. He's singing, Golo, Golo, hey, Golo, Golo, Golo. Hey, hey, hey. Let me go. Man, if you see this Golo, this full like a ripe tomato. But I didn't know reason for my uncle to get hot so. The woman possess a dynamic body. Anyway that she pass, you could see people staring at she. Uncle doesn't let she out of the eyesight. And he always quick to pick for a fight. I know nothing. Attending a bazaar in a Rima. Uncle was a man here with a loha. Man made a comment about Golo figure. Right away, Uncle Nelly commit murder. In front of the magistrate, Uncle start to demonstrate how much trouble he could make if they take Golo, Golo, hey, 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 Golo, Golo, Golo. He's singing Golo, Golo, hey, 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 Golo, Golo, Golo.
Bacchanal Radio. Nobody does it better.